Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Tak-Rethan Abyss level 11 or tier 11 delve guide. Now, if you want a little bit more detail or just a variation of this, you can look at my tier 8 guide. It's very similar. This is in season 2 and I am 645 item level. I have a 2-set bonus and I have Brann at level 54, and for his build we are going to be using DPS Brann. We're going to be using the 3-dimensional printer, and for this one we're going to be using Pocket Factory because it has a chance to duplicate for the printer, and my Mechasaurus is not at a high level, otherwise I would use that. Now, in terms of basically Tak-Rethan Abyss, you have one main caveat that you need to work around, and that is your breathing. So it is a underwater delve, which means you need to manage your breath. The easiest way around this is water breathing potions. I cannot stress enough, they are super cheap, easy alternatives. There are also special fishing rods you can earn. I'll leave a link in the top right hand corner, or you can just pay a couple hundred gold for a bubble that you can temporarily use. I would suggest either the fishing rods or the water breathing potion. Honestly, the air bubbles are just something that is harder or more admin to use than just having a potion and leaving it at that. For the mobs, there are a couple of mobs that you need to highlight. So the Witherer, you will want to interrupt if possible, Abyssal Surge being their priority. Spearfishers will pull you with the spear. You don't have to interrupt them, but it just is annoying, so watch out for where they're moving. Tricksters will do an elusive step, which will summon a copy that you're going to need to be careful of, and they have a cleave move that can cause some damage. And then the Necromancers have a necrotic bolt that you must interrupt, and please avoid the Defiling Breath cone attack. Generally speaking, as long as you keep an eye on the Necromancers and the Tricksters, most times you're more than fine. Now, the giant, like crayfish, crustaceans, the elites that you can take on, the Maruke, basically those mobs, you generally speaking just need to avoid the bubble move. And if you're doing the pheromones story, you just need to watch out for the mobs that spawn from the pheromones, because when you release the pheromones, when you activate the boxes, 3 mobs will come in, 2 normal sharks, but then an elite shark, and that shark can really munch on you quite badly. So you're going to need to be a little bit careful of that one. All in all, that sums up the mobs. For the boss, the Undersea Abomination, so there's a couple of things you need to be cautious of here. Fungal Infection is a large cone move that can be hard stun interrupted, but you don't want to. You want to leave this up because this is actually your DPS window. He's got quite a low cooldown between his abilities. He will generally go straight from Fungal Infection to Deep Sea Polyps, which is these mushrooms you need to avoid, straight into Repelling Blast. He will then do very few melee attacks and then go straight into Cycle again, as you can see. All in all, my suggestion is to damage him during Fungal Infection. Just move completely out the way during Deep Sea Polyps, come back in during avoiding Repelling Blast, and then, go back in and damage him during Fungal Infection. He's a bit of a pain for melee classes, honestly, so being a ranged character here may give you a better time. Probably going to be able to just DPS him a little bit more evenly. That should cover Tak-Rethan, honestly. Not a lot of super sneaky tricks that you can use here, especially not with the boss fight. I will say, overall, it's a very quick one, and I honestly don't mind it. I actually really enjoy doing it. So yeah, but be careful of those mushrooms. As you can see, they do a hell of a lot of damage. But yeah,